Ladies and gents, welcome back to episode number 7 of our Burton Albion at Road to Glory here on the TSI YouTube channel. As always, a massive thanks to everyone who's shown the love and support on all the videos so far. If this is your first time tuning in, welcome. And please do go back and check out the series so far, where, as you can see on the screen, we are currently sat 4th in the table. We are 4 points off Reading, who currently lead the way. They've only lost 1 game this season. Charlton are in 2nd on 36. And then Birmingham and ourselves are tied on 35 points. We've got a big episode today as we wrap up the calendar year 2024 will be behind us. After today, we've got 5 fixtures to bring you. Bristol Rovers at home, Barnsley away, Leyton Orient at home, Shrewsbury away, and Wrexham at home. We will look to play at least 3, maybe 4. We'll sim at least 1. But that's going to be the plan today. And then, of course, the big one is the January transfer window, where we will be looking to strengthen the squad. We'll be looking for a left-back, a CDM, and probably a left winger as well. What I will do, though, is we will look at the youth prospects. We'll promote players within those positions and then look to loan them out straight away. And then we are going to be looking to spend some cash. 3 players have already left us, of course, where we've banked nearly £900,000 for them. So that's good news. So without further ado, we are going to dive straight into the first game of the episode. And just before we do, as always, if you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel, click the little like button, click the notification bell so you don't miss any uploads, and get sit down in the comments. If you've got any little hidden gems for me that you want me to look to sign, then please do let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to see you very shortly at the Pirelli Stadium for Burton Albion against Bristol Rovers. Underway in episode number 7 then, looking to bounce back after that disappointing defeat. Spoilers against Huddersfield, where we were humbled, to say the least, away from home. We've got a few players struggling a little bit with fitness, but we have gone unchanged. As we'll just try to look to stabilise ourselves here. Again, we're playing Bristol Rovers, a team that has not found life easy so far this season. And they're just languishing towards the lower half of the table. Us, on the other hand, looking to continue to make inroads and keep up the pace with those above us, as Jack Armour's going to come skipping down this left-hand side now. It's a brilliant run from Jack Armour. In fact, it's a brilliant run. He might have to go alone. Does go alone. Shoots goal. That is goal of the season. Solo goal at least. But that is absolutely sensational from Jack Armour. Absolutely nobody was stopping him. He just bombed and bombed and bombed. And when he cut inside to look to see if there was a man in the middle, there wasn't, and thought, well, we'll just go alone. That's a huge goal. He just glides in. And it's about here. He's thinking, well, no one else is helping me. We're going to go low, hard. Beat the keeper at the front post is poor keeping. Really, you shouldn't be getting beat at your near post there. But it doesn't matter. It's Burton Albion 1, Bristol Rovers 0. That disappointing defeat against Huddersfield. That is exactly the kind of start we wanted. As Bowden comes down the left, wins a throw-in. But that is exactly what we needed to happen. Try and find Bowden again. Settle the nerves early doors. That is what we like to see. Is what switches it to Godwin Malif. Plays in Whitfield. Down this right-hand side now, is going to try and cross it in to Orsey in the middle. Maybe the Taylor just climbing over Orsey a touch meant that he couldn't get the header he wanted to, as Webster comes back to Whitfield. We'll try and square it to Orsey. Orsey's going to turn and shoot, but it's a big block by Taylor. Falls to Armour, who's going to drive it to Charlie Webster, and there she has, apart from distance. It's a good save from Hall. Big parry around. It's another corner for the Brewers. I say another corner. It's the first of the game, Pickles. Whitfield whips the ball in, finds Van Kooten at the front post. Godwin Malif just goes back to Whitfield. Good first touch. Cross the ball back in. Orsey at the back post. Can't get there. Sweeney. Bristol Rovers breathe a sigh of relief and try and break away with the ball. Half underway then. So far, so good. We probably should be out of sight, out of mind at this stage, but squandered a few half opportunities. Nothing else. Webster's going to come forward, though, as he's going to switch the play to Whitfield. That's really nice. Whitfield now. Webster. Bowden shimmies onto his right. Big block. So when we speak about the January transfer window, realistically, I'm not looking to necessarily replace anybody in the first team. It's more squad depth. We do struggle with fitness a fair bit, and just having a bit of class to come on, and that's the bit we're lacking. We don't really have the impacts off the bench as much as we would like. And in games like this, where we will have to make changes sooner rather than later because of fitness, that could be huge. Martin coming forward for Bristol Rovers. Chance here maybe for the visitors to get back into the game. Brilliant Jack Armour. With that, we will bring the first substitutions of the game. As you can see, fitness is a slight concern for us here. I think Bowden's going to have to come off and Kalanuskis on. Let's go for that change as well. That's about all it's going to be good for, unfortunately. Just try and shore up this game. Fresh legs. Try and see out this win. That's a brilliant ball to the back post. The Max Crocombe hasn't come. Big save. First time the Kiwi's been called into action. And it's a massive save at the back post. Oh, he's actually offside. I thought it was going to be a corner. Still a good save nonetheless. Half chance for Bristol Rovers. To the dying embers of this game then. Bristol Rovers looking to create one final opportunity. Ryan Sweeney, clearance only as far as Lindsay. We clear it again, and that should be full time. Referee, thank you very much. Cagey second half. Brilliant first half. The second half was a little bit cagey. Defensively solid again, though. It's 3 points to kickstart what is going to be a bumper festive episode. For episode number 7. And we're off and running. Welcome to Barnsley then for the second game of this episode. No changes again. Back to full fitness. A full week off for the Brewers, so no concerns about fitness this time around. As we make the trip up to Yorkshire. And a game that we really should be winning. I think they're currently down in 12th position, so looking just to keep the form up as the sun looks to set. It's very bright against the yellow kit. Which not easy on the eyes as Barnsley now. The shot's come forward. It is offside though. And we just need to settle into this game. Barnsley playing quite a high line here, which, if we can unlock it, will give us plenty of joy down the wings, just like it is here with Jack Armour, who's going to come inside, the man that scored the winning goal last. And that is a lovely ball to Orsi. Save. Goal, though. Ben Whitfield with the follow-up. We've seen that before this season. It's a sensational ball through from Armour through to Orsi. That will go unmissed because it doesn't go down as the assist. Hopefully we see it in the replay, because that through ball to Orsi there is absolutely sublime. Orsi really should do better. A good save from the keeper, but it falls kindly to Whitfield. We take another early lead in the league. And it's Barnsley 0, Burton Albion 1. That's on note. Jack Armour into the box. Can he get a shot on goal? Does. Seconds. Does. Let's go. There it is. Jack Armour with his second in as many games. He tried to beat the keeper at the front post like he did in the last game. And for this second time, the keeper's just parried it up. I thought for a second we had made a mistake. The team get the questionable celebration in. Not sure what the gaffer's going to think about that. But we hit the ball hard enough. The keeper nearly does brilliantly. But Jack Armour's there. Touch on the chest into the goal. It's 2-0 to the Brewers. Good football from the Brewers. Godwin Manaf is going to try and find Whitfield. That's fine. That's a sensational first touch. Go on, Ben Whitfield. Keep running, keep running. Can he find Orsi? Does find Orsi. Orsi shoots. Keeper parries again, and then nearly falls kindly. Bowden gets the block in. Selena gathers it this time. That really should have been 3-0. Orsi's missed another good opportunity. He's hit a bit of a purple patch recently, as you would have seen in the previous episodes. Couldn't capitalise at that time. Wassers comes forward. Sweeney's just trying to give him absolutely no space. Doesn't. Goes back to Phillips. So we're starting to look at the referee. Horahan. Jack Armour, just stand your man. Shot on target. Goes falls kindly. Ooh. We nearly had the deflection work the other way, but it is going to be 2-0 to the Brewers at half-time. Maybe flatters us slightly. We have been the better team. But 2 semi-fortunate goals gives us the lead at the break. Barnsley with most of the possession in the last 20 minutes. Absolutely nothing's happened. Apart from this moment here. Bit of a dull second half so far, but I mean that's absolutely what we want. As Donovan, who's just come onto the pitch of the Brewers, is just going to try and drive his way into Barnsley territory. Does. Finds Orsi. Try and go out wide. Can't go out wide. And Barnsley passing the ball around is going to do them absolutely no favours. And it'll work on absolute wonders for us as Hazelhurst picks up the ball now. Semi-hospital pass to Bowden. Get away with it though. That's poor. That's poor. Don't be giving the ball away there. Chance for Barnsley to come forward again. Keeler done into Ghent. This is dangerous. Good block by Van Kooten. Absolutely faultless from that man. Donovan. Can he find Orsi? Does find Orsi. Orsi's going to have to go alone though. because he's got absolutely nobody with him, is going to hold his run there, come back to Donovan, try and play in. Kieran Gilligan can't. Dire second half is going to come to an end. We did all the work in the first half. That's all we needed to do. It's a 2-0 win away from Barnsley. It looks bigger on paper than it is with given Barnsley's performance so far this season. We'll take 3 points from Yorkshire. We'll take it back to East Staffordshire. Thank you very much. It's 2 from 2 to kickstart this episode. Burton Albion 2, Barnsley 0. So it's Leyton Orient next up for the Brewers. It's 3rd against 14th. This will be one that we simulate, though. But before we do, we're going to have a quick look at the table just after those first couple of games. It looks like things have got a little bit tighter as both... Well, Reading have definitely dropped points. Birmingham have won both of their games. So Reading on 43. We're 2 points behind them. Just building a gap to the people outside the playoff positions now as well, which is really nice. A little bit of a buffer building, but we will go through. We will simulate this Leyton Orient game. And hopefully we can get the win. We will go unchanged. Fitness is good, so we'll get the quick sip done. Let's hope for 3 from 3. 3 from 3 it is. We actually went 1-0 down. Aggie gave Leyton Orient the goal before Ben Whitfield got one back before half-time. And then Kieran Gilligan on the 63rd minute. I think that's his first goal of the season. Gives us a 2-1 win, 54% possession. Have a look at the ratings. Crocombe with a 7.1, Gilligan with an 8.1, Whitfield with an 8, Bowden with a 7.6, also with a 7.3. Steady, not great, but we'll absolutely take that. That keeps us marching on forward. And in this busy festive period, this is exactly what we need because the games are going to come thick and fast now. As you can see, Shrewsbury next, their 20th, just in 3 days' time. And as you can see, we're actually up to first in the table. We go top of the table with that win. So that's absolutely massive. Yeah, that's huge. Reading actually lost and Birmingham dropped points. So I'll absolutely take that. So a big game coming up against a team fairly close to us. But they are down in 20. So we'll be looking to keep this run of form going. We are back on the road yet again. Just the one change for the Brewers is Bowden is having a rest. Mainly because of fitness, no injury concerns, but just because of fitness, a Kalinauskis starts down this left-hand side. Apart from that, we are unchanged, and anything that has changed apart from that is that we are in our all-white away kit for this game against Shrewsbury. There's Kalinauskis now inside. Tries to find, well, does find Orsi, but Orsi dispossessed the ball. And again, this is a game that we really can't afford to slip up on. Shrewsbury down in 20th, and as we say that, they have a chance to come forward. Van Kooten recovers well. Good block. Chance, huge save from Max Crocombe. Again, this is a game that we can't afford to slip up on. We really can't. We're going to be serious promotion candidates. We can't drop points against sides like Shrewsbury. Orsi clears. This is pinging around the box. Crocombe with it. Oh my word, how has that gone in? Just as we're saying, don't slip up. Nothing stupid. We don't clear our lines from the corner in the first place. It goes to the edge of the box and then we're just lazy. It's nothing more than that. We are lazy. We're caught napping. And the ball just comes back over the top. Poor touch from Sweeney. And Crocombe nearly gets a point-blank save, but it just loops into that far corner. And we're 1-0 down away to Shrewsbury. Webster into Whitfield. Can he find Orsi? Does find Orsi. Orsi takes a touch, shoots low and hard across the keeper, falls to Kalinauskis. We're back on level terms. The man who's making his first league start for the Brewers drops the gritty in place of Billy Bowden, and it's another parry from the keeper. Orsi did really well. It's a good save, and it falls so kindly, but we're instantly back on level terms, and it's 1-1 between Burton and Shrewsbury. Game on. Charlie Webster dispossessed in midfield, but Ben Whitfield wins it back to save his blushes. Whitfield now just going to keep driving. Can he find Orsi in the middle? Oh, nearly. Just behind, and Webster tries to win it on the edge, falls straight to Perry. Try and stop this quick counter-attack, though. We've got plenty of men back. Don't overcommit too many men when we're going forward. It's just the style that we play. It's worked for us so far. As Crocombe will come and collect. Into 1 minute added on here. Can we create something just on the stroke of half-time? Orsi finds Kalinauskis. Kalinauskis shoots, blocked, falls back to Orsi, blocked again. And that'll be all she wrote for the first half. End-to-end stuff. Really exciting first half. A much tougher game than I expected, but we go into the break on level terms. All to play for. That's for Shrewsbury again. John Marquis. Picks out Van Kooten, though. Alanuskis is going to try and come away with it. Maybe a little tug of the shirt there. The referee says no. We lose the ball. And win the ball instantly back there. That's superb from Elliot Watt. He's going to try and find Orsi. He'll go out wide to Kalanuskis. Kalanuskis is going to try and come down. He's going to look at Whitfield at the back post. It's Whitfield onside. Doesn't matter anyway because it doesn't go as far as him. Orsi going to try and win that ball. Webster try and win the thirds. Brilliant grit and determination from us. Webster. Orsi. Orsi shoots. Orsi scores. And as we hit the hour mark, Danilo Orsi gets yet another goal for the Brewers. It was patient. It's been deserved. We have been very good in this game. As of Shrewsbury, they've given us a tough game, but that's really good from Webster. Orsi with a brilliant first couple of touches. Opens up the body right at hand side of the keeper. Thank you very much. Top bins is Shrewsbury 1, Burton Albion 2, and that could be huge in the context of this season as we look to keep up the pace and set the pace now at the top of the table. Donovan, since he's come on the pitch, has had absolutely abundances of the ball on the edge. Ah, that's poor though. Tries to get the ball into the box, can't. Shrewsbury counter-attack. Counter-attacking in numbers. They need the point at the bottom of the table. Ball in, Sweeney wins it. Only as far as Shipley though. Shipley comes back to it. Max Croker with a big save. Can he get up again? Does get up again. Oh my word. I don't know whether that was a second double save from Croker and whether it hit the post. I have absolutely no idea how it's not gone in, but we can now look to counter-attack. Jack Armour. Ah, just a heavy touch. How is this still 2-1? Max Crocombe, I'm going to credit you with a double save, I think. That is absolutely sensational. Jack Armour's on his feet here. Boxman's running forward. Van Kooten's going to have to try and come over. Big block. Into the 91st minute, and Shrewsbury have a corner. And finally, we go back for that yellow card from earlier. One last corner to defend. Not like this game. Out to Kalanuskis. Brilliant. You're going to have to go again, though. Winchester's still on side. Kalanuskis. Oh, no. Foul. Oh, he went to clear the ball, and the player got there first. Had he not done that, that would have been the game. Kalanuskis goes into the referee's books. 93rd minute of 2 added on. Orsi out. Armour out. Burton Albion, 3 points. We are on a roll, ladies and gentlemen. We are absolutely flying. The festive period can always be a tricky one, but we are handling it very, very well. That is 4 from 4. And after that disappointing end to episode 6 where we lost to Huddersfield, this is the perfect way to bounce back. Brilliant stuff from the Brewers. Absolutely wonderful scenes. It's Shrewsbury 1, Burton Albion 2. Promised you a bumper episode, and a bumper episode you shall receive. We are going to make a few changes for this game against Wrexham just because we are struggling a little bit. Van Kooten is going to drop out. We are going to play Schreier instead just because of fitness. Webster, I don't think I can drop him. He's too important to what we do. What I will do is make sure we've got Hazelhurst on the bench though as a cam, but I don't think we can risk dropping him. I think that's going to be the 2 changes. Sorry, the 1 change. Oh yeah, no, we'll make those 2 changes. Donovan in, Schreier in. I'm going to stick with my guns. We're going to risk Charlie Webster. He's 67% fitness. He may just have to come off. But let's get into this final game of the calendar year. 2024 is going to come to wrap with Burton Albion against Wrexham, and let's look to go for a perfect episode. We're underway then as Hollywood comes to town. But it's all about us today. Can we keep our perfect episode and our brilliant run of form going? We've had to rest a couple of players during this busy period. We've got to make sure we get the job done, though. It's not going to be an easy one. One of the strongest squads on paper, if not the strongest squad in the league. Webster gets us forward, though. Donovan, though, making the start ahead of Whitfield. He's going to try and run all the way. Can't. Does go out for a throw, though. Bowden finds Armour on the overlap, as he has done so many times this year. And surely that's a foul, referee. Scott's absolutely flattered Jack Armour. Like he wasn't there. He's just absolutely flattened him, and the referee hasn't even had a look. Bowden does well, though. Okay, it's going to be that sort of game by the looks of it. Bowden now, keep going. Keep going, referee. That's got to be at least a yellow. The referee is losing all sorts of control. Surely got to go in the book. As Bowden was looking to break down the line, Rathbone does go into the book. Thank you, referee. Chance for us to whip the ball into the box now. Can we find anybody in the middle? Goes to the front post. Donovan falls to Charlie Webster. Oh, it's a half chance. It just needed full carnage. Donovan's actually got an injury. Oh, we may be forced into an early change here. One of the players that we brought in to save Whitfield's legs may have to come off here. That's a real shame for him. He's actually looked like a bright spark in this game so far. Second half underway then. Donovan looks to have ran that injury off, which is good news for us. We're going to come forward now. Jack Armour tries to find Danilo Orsi. Brilliant first touch. Even better second touch. Bang, bang, straight away in this second half. We kick off. We take a matter of a few touches. Jack Armour yet again with Vision 99. Threads the perfectly weighted ball through to Danilo Orsi, whose first touch is simply sensational. His second touch with his weaker left foot across the keeper into the far corner. That is massive in the context of our season. It's massive in the context of this game. It's Burton Albion 1, Wrexham 0. It's an absolute dream start to this second half, but we can't be lazy. We've got to stay focused. As Wrexham get a shot away. Max Crocombe potentially going wide, but a big right hand to tip it behind. As Wrexham make their first changes and have their first corner of the game. As Donovan's going to rise at the front post, heads it away, but only as far as O'Connell. Webster closing down McLean, but Dobson's there. Godwin Malif can't stand his man. McLean beats him, and Sweeney's going to try and win the ball. Does win the ball. It falls kindly to Rathbone on the edge, but that's just wide. Oh, Wrexham give the ball away. Bowden tries to find Danilo Orsi, does. And he's going to find Bowden on the overlap. It's been all Wrexham for the last 20 or so minutes, but Billy Bowden's into the box, and Billy Bowden forces a brilliant save from the Wrexham number 1. We've had to soak up so much possession. We nearly caught Wrexham napping, but it wasn't to be. It remains 1-0 with just over 10 minutes to go. Trust yourself here, lads. That's lovely football. So Wrexham have played well in this game. They've got a way of playing it. It's very pleasing on the eye, but they haven't created enough. And Bowden now does really well. Sends his man. Bowden, surely this is 2. Oh, some wonderful save again for a Okonkwo in the Wrexham goal, but hopefully that should be enough. One last chance for the Brewers to get into the box. Does. Can he find Armour? Does find Armour. It goes over. The referee has the first look at the watch. Surely this will be the last kick of the game. And is this going to be the perfect episode? The perfect way to wrap up 2024? It is. It is a sensational December. Santa has come and gifted us all the presents we needed. That is exactly what we needed. Our form has been a little bit up and down, a few draws, a couple of disappointing defeats here and there, but that is exactly what Santa Claus ordered. It's exactly what the board wanted. It's what we wanted. That is a perfect way to finish this episode. It makes for sensational viewing at the end of episode number 7. We are top of the table by 2 points. Reading lost again in that round of fixtures. So we sit top by 2 to Birmingham, and then it's a 4-point gap to Reading in third. And we've got a lovely buffer back to Peterborough. That is now 16 points. Just as we approach the halfway stage of the season, things are looking very, very nice for us down at the bottom of the table. In fact, we are bang on halfway now. Cruelly at bottom of the table. Still only won one game, and then it's Exeter, Northampton and Wickham. But it makes for very pleasant viewing. And that does mean that the January transfer window is now going to be open. Episode 8 will be the start of the January transfer window. We will be looking to bring in some players, as well as our games against Charlton, Mansfield, Derby and the Cup, Birmingham. That's a huge game. Next up, Wickham and Wigan. and we will soon be into the run of the season. So, ladies and gents, as always, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for the support. I hope you're enjoying it, and I hope to see you very soon for the January transfer window. As always, get yourself in the comments if you want me to sign anybody, but it's going to be a big one as the season begins to ramp up.